Hey, it's Tim Fraticelli here, physical therapist with PT Progress, and in today's video, we're going to answer the question, do posture correction braces actually work? And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We post practical videos about physical therapy career, treatment, and products to relieve your aches and pains. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So the other day I saw a question from a viewer about posture correction braces, so I did what any normal person would do. I opened up Amazon, I searched for posture correction braces, and I was going down my usual rabbit hole of Amazon, and I realized that with so many braces out there, it's no wonder that people are asking whether or not these things actually work. So I bought the top 4 posture braces and did a full review of them, which you can see in that next video right here. But in this video, it's just as important because you need to know whether or not they'll work for you before you go buying one. The brace that I'm wearing right now is called the Ghiorari posture brace, and we cover that in more detail in the next video. I also have 5 quick-fire questions about these braces towards the end, so be sure to stick around for those. So to better answer the question of whether or not posture correction braces work, I turned to the research, which led me to an interesting study called Scapular Bracing and Alteration of Posture and Muscle Activity in Overhead Athletes with Poor Posture. Basically, they put a bunch of posture braces on some athletes and just watched what happened. And in this study, 38 healthy overhead athletes with a forward head and that rounded shoulders posture, they were assessed to see whether or not shoulder braces like these would be helpful or effective in improving their posture. Not only did this study measure the various angles like forward head angle and forward shoulder angle, they used EMG or electromyography to track specific muscle activation with the braces on and with the braces off. And here's what they found. In the study, FSA or forward shoulder angle was decreased when participants were wearing the brace compared to when they were not wearing the brace, but wearing the brace correctly, not like this. They also found that the muscle activity of the lower trapezius was higher when the brace was applied. And this is key because the lower trapezius muscle acts to help the scapula rotate upwards and further stabilizes the scapula to prevent forward protraction or rounding of the shoulders. What do you think of this mini scapula? Upward rotation, and a little humerus here, clavicle, downward rotation, protraction, retraction. Some of their other findings noted that upper trapezius activity was lower when the brace was applied, which is also a good thing. And this is an interesting finding because a lot of times I find that my patients in the clinic with this forward head and rounded shoulders posture, they'll experience tension headaches behind the neck, and they usually demonstrate excessive shrugging when they're reaching for something. So for these participants to demonstrate less shrugging and less upper trapezius activation with shoulder flexion, I think that's a promising finding. But their ultimate conclusion to the study was this: our results add to the theory that shoulder posture can be changed in the short term via brace application. And based on their data, I'd have to agree, but with one caution: we can't rely on braces for the long term. And I'm not opposed to people trying a posture brace, especially if they're experiencing back pain or neck pain from prolonged poor posture, but we have to address the key reasons why the pain is happening in the first place and work to strengthen the right muscles so you don't have to rely on these braces long term. And based on this study, I think it's a great look into the benefits of wearing a brace short term to help promote better posture, decreasing that forward head and the rounded shoulders angle, while encouraging better muscle activation to keep your shoulder blades in a better position. Now, some of the exercises they did in the study are actually exercises I give to my patients for resolving that forward head posture, and I'll link to that video below or just up there. But a few quick fire questions about posture braces, and then I'll show you which brace that I've been wearing this whole time. Could you tell? Okay, let's start with the first quickfire question, and that is simply, are posture braces bad for you? In the short term, no, they're not bad for you. They can actually be helpful to improve your posture and encourage better muscle engagement. But in the long term, I think that relying on anything as a compensation could have a downside to it. Question number 2 is, how many hours a day can you or should you wear a posture correction brace? Personally, I'd recommend wearing the brace for up to 15 minutes to start, and then work up to an hour or so. It's generally okay to use a posture correction brace for 2 to 3 hours a day, as long as it's not uncomfortable, but a gradual progression in time is best, and gradual progression off of the brace is a good thing to consider as well. Question number 3 is this: how long do posture correction braces take to work? While you're wearing the brace, you should be able to start to feel more upright immediately, And over time, you may be able to tighten the brace and become more comfortable with that position as you retain that posture and even retrain your body out of that forward head and rounded shoulders position. But just like building strength anywhere else in the human body, you've got to focus on strengthening exercises for at least 6 to 8 weeks to build muscle. So repeating those simple exercises to build those muscles to help scapular stabilization is going to be very key to improving your posture. And wearing a brace can be a good short-term fix as you build those muscles. The next question is, should you wear a posture correction brace to bed? I mean, you can, but you can also sleep with your shoes on, but that's not going to help you with your plantar fasciitis pain. So yes, you can, but it's not going to fix your posture in your sleep, so I wouldn't recommend it, and personally, I wouldn't do that. How tight should a posture correction brace be? Well, not so tight that it causes you pain. I mean, it's meant to be a gentle support that encourages muscular engagement of the scapular stabilizers. It's not a toe strap that you tighten with a winch here, so don't cut off your blood supply, but tight enough that it provides some stability. Okay, and the final question is, what is the best posture brace? Well, that's a good question. We cover that in the next video, which you can check out right here, but the brace that I'm wearing right now is called the Ghiorari posture brace, and we cover that in more detail in the next video. And if you found this video to be helpful and you want more videos about improving your posture, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.